You're not poor because you're lazy. You're not stuck because you're stupid. You're broke because you were trained. Trained to obey a system that was never meant to make you rich. They told you to play fair, wait your turn, follow the rules, while they rewrote the rules in secret for themselves. You think you're climbing a ladder, but it's a treadmill. And the people getting rich, they're not playing the game. They own the game.
So I graduate, I call him up long distance. I said, Dad, now what? He says, get a job.
Same here.
Now I'm 25. Make my yearly call again. I say, Dad, now what? He says, I don't know. Get married.
Lesson 1. The rule of obedience. You weren't raised to be powerful. You were raised to be useful to someone else. In Fight Club, the narrator builds his life out of catalog furniture, but he's not living, he's consuming, quietly, obediently. In American Psycho, Patrick Bateman is everything the system rewards. Well-groomed, successful, respected, and hollow. His life is a costume. Mr. Robot shows a world where everyone's dressed the same, walking the same, thinking nothing. That's not a workforce, that's a herd. And in The Matrix, the world itself is fake. It trains you to follow, to never ask why. If you still believe obedience will make you rich, you were trained perfectly, but not for your benefit. Lesson 2. The game is rigged in secret. Power doesn't live in the spotlight. It hides and whispers. In House of Cards, Frank and Claire don't perform. They scheme. Deals are made when the cameras are off. In The Big Short, bankers invent fake financial products no one understands, and that's the point. Confusion protects the con. Wall Street shows you the lie plainly. Gordon Gekko preaches greed because he's already immune to the rules. And The Godfather teaches you the real game isn't played in courts or elections. It's played in offices, dinners, and debt. The rules you were taught to follow were never the rules they played by. Lesson 3. Success comes from rewriting the rules. The people at the top didn't climb the ladder. They set it on fire. Breaking Bad isn't about meth. It's about a man who stops obeying and starts building an empire. In Nightcrawler, Lou Bloom doesn't wait for an opportunity. He creates it using lies, pressure, and pure ambition. The system doesn't know what to do with people like that, so it pays them. Peaky Blinders, Tommy Shelby wins because he uses what he knows and isn't afraid to use it against you. And The Sopranos, Tony doesn't ask permission. He takes what's his and makes everyone else adapt. You don't get power by waiting, you get it by taking it. Lesson 4. The illusion of progress. They told you to climb, but all they gave you was a treadmill. American Psycho shows you perfection with no substance. Status without soul. A man with everything and nothing inside. Mr. Robot shows an endless loop of fake purpose. Busy people doing nothing meaningful. In Wall Street, the rich aren't fulfilled. They're just louder addicts. And in The Truman Show, progress is a lie, a script, a beautiful prison. They sell you motion and call it progress. If you follow their rules, you live their fate. Obedient, replaceable, quiet. In The Godfather, power is seized. In Breaking Bad, the game is broken and rebuilt. And in The Truman Show, the only way out is through the lie. The system isn't broken. It's working exactly as designed. You just weren't meant to win, but now you know. And the moment you stop following their rules is the moment you start playing for real. But if you really want to break the system, you first have to understand how they programmed you. In the next episode, I'm diving into The Matrix, not as a movie, but as a manual. Because what if the film wasn't science fiction, but a psychological blueprint? Subscribe. And next time, I'll show you the code they use to keep you obedient and how to rewrite it.